Wie wär's damit, nicht an alleine zu ziehen?
Now is not the time to be suffocating.
Again?
Ja, schon wieder.
We need to resolve the mystery at hand.
Given that the first car was cut off so that the body could be moved. Right. I think I see what happened.
Ja.
Seems like you got it. Let's do this. Lay it all out, Master.
Zusammen mit dem ganzen Wagen, würde ich sagen.
That's right. Right.
Yay, ich kann mich auch mal schlau fühlen. Aber es wird in den kommenden Filmen nicht so bleiben. Es wird ja noch deutlich schwieriger werden. Und ich bin manchmal fast doof, was sowas angeht.
That's right! He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car? Nonsense. Shut up!
Ich liebe dieses Design.
The first car is at the front of the train. Afix's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
Master, don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Ja.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think.
So einfach ist das aber nicht.
Of the first and fifth cars. If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all. How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout? The blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yep, das
Yeah,
stimmt.
it definitely shook two separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second? Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when car 1 disconnected.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity.
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing. Because they're all wrong from the very beginning.
Nein, das glaube ich nicht. Der Boss nimmt immer seine andere Form an, wenn er verzweifelt ist. Wir sind auf der richtigen Spur.
So it shook twice near the tunnel. What of it?
Streckenplan Sommerterrasse Express. Die Bahngleise finden sich offenbar kurz vor der Einfahrt in den Tunnel in zwei Trassen. Ah. Den brauche ich auch. War schon richtig.
You mean the train car was separated and reconnected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around.
Doch. Ha.
No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars.
Schlau.
The first time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by car 1 separating. After that, the separated car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
Ha.
Right! The first car moved all the way to the back.
Normally, it's impossible for a single train car to function on its own. But the Amaterasu Express is special. The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then car 1 can function on its own.
Ja.
Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up.
Ja, noch nicht alles.
That's crazy.
Huh? What?
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the 5th car. In other words, it becomes the 6th car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Aphex's corpse in the non-existent 6th car?
Oh, you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
Das glaube ich nicht.
I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us.
Ja.
I will prove it to you.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle?
Der Amaterasu Express war von Anfang an ein...
Wrong.
Vier. Logisch. Ja, klar. Na.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, car 1 could be made to look like car 5.
Huh? So there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
Ah.
But you can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open. So it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
Yep.
I'm sure the real fifth car was left behind at the station when we departed. So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the peacekeepers, the car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
Ganz schön
If the
kompliziert.
real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it. So they were all in on it.
Ja.
Or you can assume that the peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other car 1. If there was another car 1, then there would be something that sets it apart from the original car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary will be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that
Ja,
right?
aber warum?
Zilch?
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit.
Yay!
That was a pretty solid deduction. Very impressive. Of me for seeing your potential.
It's so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Now's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Ja.
Right.
Ganz schön komplexer Fall für den ersten. Bin beeindruckt.
Everything feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, making the first car look like the 5th was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Ja.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that?
Ich bin schon mal gespannt.
What is this?
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
Nur.
So the truth is here.
Ja.
You can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave!
Das werde ich nicht.
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth.
Ja.
We gotta do this.
It's Buzzkill time!
Ich bin auch mal gespannt, wie lang das Ding hier noch dauert. Ist ja schon ziemlich lang. Aber auch nicht ungewöhnlich. Oh je. Ziemlich coole Tricks hat sie da drauf.
Shinigami's Tutorial Corner!
Um den letzten Widerstand eines Phantoms zu überwinden, durchbreche alle Hindernisse mit dem mega großen Gott. Große Offensivdemoliererin. Ich. Okay.
Let's do this, Master! Oh, oh!
Sprenge die gigantischen Eisenkugeln, die aus der Festung eines Phantoms kommen, mit einem entsprechenden Tritt weg.
No one can stop me!
Wenn sich ein Hindernis nähert und der Bildschirm langsamer wird, drücke die Taste, um anzugreifen.
What?
Wird der Eingabezeitpunkt verpasst, zählt das als Fehlschlag und verursacht Schaden, also sei vorsichtig. Okay,
I won't let you have the truth.
verdammt.
I see.
Y. Das schwere riesige Wände, wenn sie plötzlich auftauchen mit einem entsprechenden Angriff.
Racket to death!
Noch einmal, wenn der Bildschirm langsamer wird, drücke die Taste, um anzugreifen. Alles klar. Ja, ja.
Go away! Keep up and scram!
I see.
Springe, um den Dornen auszuweichen, die plötzlich auf dem Boden auftauchen.
Easy peasy.
Ja, wenn der Bildschirm langsamer wird.
Watch out.
Ja,
Your deduction is wrong! Go away! Don't come near me! Don't come any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cards is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence they ever swapped.
Yo, check, check.
gibt Hindernisse, die nicht einmal das God-Ich ohne einen Lösungsschlüssel zerstören kann.
Come on, hurry up and decide.
Öffne das Lösungsschlüsselfenster, wähle einen Schlüssel aus, der den Widerspruch in der Aussage des Phantoms offenlegt und zerstöre sie mit der Lösungsklinge des Meisters. Okay.
Use the solution key to smash through the wall, Master.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
Bam.
No, there are traces of a swap. The warped plate from Car 5. The
Yep.
reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5. That's why you made extra sure it was burned beyond recognition.
Here I go.
That's nonsense! I burned the plate to disguise it? No! I didn't do that! Stop it!
Ja, ja.
You have no way of knowing what number car it was. So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Looks like we need another solution key to boom kill him. Good luck, Master.
There is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it. But I remember. It's my blood.
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in car 1, I cut my finger on the glass. When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it.
Ah.
But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the interlock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in car 1, was found in car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case.
Yes. Ich habe das jetzt nur aus Gefühl gemacht, aber die anderen hätten ja nicht wirklich dazu gepasst.
I'm not done yet!
What? He's still going? Let us boom kill you already!
If car 1 became car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there.
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car, probably someplace safe.
Eine Toilette nicht. Krankenabteil? Nein.
I even checked the infirmary. The culprit wasn't there.
Ich wusste jetzt noch nicht mehr, wie es aussah. Bindungstür.
Here.
Das ist irgendwo das Logische.